Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you my Mandalorian Juggernaut pirate chase from Mandalorian Season 2. Now this scene was featured in episode 15 of The Mandalorian, and it shows Mayfeld and the Mandalorian in their Imperial disguises, which have hijacked an Imperial Juggernaut transport and are also being ambushed by pirates and people trying to sabotage the mining operation of the planet that they're on. So as you can see, this MOC is built on two 32 by 32 base plates, and it's a little too large for my studio, which is why I'm on my floor. But I created a black border with some black tiles and bricks, and then covered everything in dark tan plates and a tan section over there. I really started to run out of parts because there's a lot of dark tan pieces tied up in other builds, but I was able to integrate some nice grass patches because they're kind of in a jungly area. This tank I built over the course of several months. It's my largest vehicle build ever, I think, and it has a couple of very cool features that I'll show off. And then this little pirate speeder, I built it very quickly, and it's just on a hinge and some clear 1x2 bricks. As far as the minifigures, I just used a lot of rebel torsos and some cool alien heads, as well as a crazy arm for that guy hanging on. This is a Lord of the Rings orc, and then here some original Star Wars torsos, and then for the Mandalorian, LEGO has never made this specific helmet in gray, so I decided to use the Mimban Stormtrooper helmet with the Mud Trooper torso and legs from Solo: A Star Wars Story. And then for Mayfeld, I used a head from a Rebel Battle Pack, and then more of those Imperial driver outfits from that Solo TIE Fighter. Taking a look inside the cockpit, there's a little control desk there, and then a ladder in the back which leads to the hatch. Capturing the angles of the cockpit here was a really fun challenge, and I decided not to go with a super accurate design for the glass here. I decided to leave it completely open so there's no glass, because putting clear bricks on their sides there would be pretty difficult, and I wanted to be able to see in there pretty well. And then I decided not to make all the bars because it would have been a little too crowded, and I decided to sacrifice accuracy for overall look. But these are just held on with some hinges in there, and then this can actually be lifted up a little bit so you can see the ladder back there better. And then I'll take this off so you can see it just held in like that, and then that can just pop back down. And the rest of the body is primarily just brick built slopes. It's pretty simple building, but it's pretty fragile in some places, so it's kind of hard to pick up. And this tank is made up of several segments that kind of bump along, and I did not have the right size wheels, so I decided to brick build wheels with 2x2 curved slopes in black, and there's like a gear system in there, and actually I left the back open because I just didn't really want to finish building it if it was only going to be shown from one side, but that means I can show you the interior structure. So you can see it's actually pretty hollow, but there's a Technic battery box and a motor right there, and it does kind of drive, or at least it moves a little bit. However, I'm not really happy with how that came out. Although there is a hidden switch right there, I'm still trying to learn how to use gears and motors really well integrated into builds, so it's not super smooth or really working at all. Only the last tires there, those are the only ones that are actually powered. Here's a quick look at the base without the tank actually on it. And one more thing I wanted to mention is that this tank is actually pretty close to minifigure scale. It may look pretty small, but I looked at the show more closely, and when there's a figure about this size next to it, next to the wheel, about that height, it actually seems pretty close to minifigure scale. It might be a little bit smaller, but as far as the tires go, I really want to get some nice rubber ones. They actually have real traction, and then it will help it drive much better on carpet or wood or anything. But I took the panels off, so hopefully it can drive a little better, and I'll show you guys really quickly right now. I needed to get this build done for a Mandalorian collab I was working on, which is why the back seems a little bit rushed. So there are some gaps with these panels, But overall, I think it turns out pretty well. And there's a cool little energy thing down here. Just some nice greebling, and I think the figure positioning on the top turned out pretty well. I included this from the episode, a little opening hatch there that pirate is kind of spearing up. And then over here, of course, he's also holding a thermal detonator. So overall, I hope you guys really enjoy this MOC. I had a lot of fun making it, and I definitely want to do more things kind of like this in the future. You know, just smaller layouts with a cool vehicle, and maybe from a recent show. I really like the Bad Batch episode that came out, so I might be making a MOC from that. I definitely like that opening battle, and I might be making more Bad Batch MOCs in the future. I just don't have any figures yet, obviously, because they're not released, but anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more.